Hey everybody, I'm Rachel. Thanks for joining me for another Monday Motivation. This week we're going to be talking about letting go of the fear of being imperfect. And this has a lot to do with getting outside our comfort zone, which is kind of the theme for the past couple weeks. So, not everybody's a perfectionist, but a lot of times we think that we need to already be good at something when we do anything. Even if we do something new, if we're learning a new skill, a new sport, a new trade, we put this pressure on ourselves, especially as we get older. The older we get, we feel like we should already know how to do everything. We should already have the skill. And so it's sometimes embarrassing. Sorry, there's traffic. Sometimes it's embarrassing when we don't perform the way that we think that we should, even though we haven't really acquired the skills yet. It's very, very silly. But even so, if we've done something for a very long time, or we've, been in a relationship a while, been in a job for a while, been doing some sort of craft for a long time, and we make a mistake, sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because of that mistake. Sometimes we chalk that mistake up to this, ultimate failure, and oh my gosh, we've totally just, demolished our reputation. We've totally changed the way people will probably see our work. We kind of, as I say, catastrophize, but what is it? Catastrophize? I like catastrophize better. We tend to make a mistake or make a tiny little error this humongous failure in our minds, and there's absolutely no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason to put pressure on ourselves to be perfect, to be 100% on all the time. We really, really, really need to give ourselves some slack. When we give ourselves some slack, we actually reduce a lot of our own stress and anxiety and approach situations from a much more calm mentality. And when we're calm, we tend to do things a lot better. So releasing the pressure that we put on ourselves to be really, really perfect all the time will actually help us be really good at whatever we're doing. But also, it's just unnecessary to put that kind of pressure on ourselves or anyone else. That's the other component. We don't need to put pressure on other people for being perfect. No one's perfect in this world. No one is on all the time. And knowing that nobody else is perfect might give us a little bit of, confidence that we don't have to be perfect either. It's a weird thing, I think, and it's kind of a hard thing to adopt. And some people don't have an issue with this, and that's fine, and I admire you. I personally can relate to this very much. I do put a lot of pressure on myself to make things perfect. This video series, as I mentioned before, is a huge step outside my comfort zone, is a huge place to exercise not caring what people think and letting go of other people's expectations. It's also a huge medium for me to let go of the fear of not being perfect. The scenery, the sound. I'm wearing flowers. There's flowers here. There's just so many weird things about this video thing that could be completely subject to criticism, but it's okay. I personally feel like the message is more important than all those other bells and whistles. So my personal project with this series is letting go of the fear of making sure this whole video experience is super professional, super perfect, super amazing. It doesn't have to be. The message is what's important. See if you can apply that to your life. What are you doing? What skill, what trade, what work, what relationship, what conversation are you having? And are you putting too much pressure on yourself to perfect that, to make it the most perfect thing? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself to not make a mistake? In which case, are you really focusing on the most important element of that conversation, piece of work, craft? Maybe not. High quality, professionalism, those are all great, wonderful things that we should all strive for. Maybe you can give yourself some slack, and maybe you're focusing too much on these details instead of the thing that truly, 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 truly matters. Think about it. Let me know. Comment on the website. Shoot me an email. Sign up for the newsletter so you can get this to your inbox first thing Monday morning. Please stay tuned. There'll be way more to come. We'll continue this conversation about getting outside our comfort zone next week. Thanks for joining. Have a good week.